Are we almost to the point where I get my refund? Because I mean, I'm kind of tired, and I'm gonna have to pay soon.
Hey, Mr. Roddy, you are
Yeah,
connected to our secure server. It
yeah.
shows here that you are watching Pornhub right now.
Okay. What is your
Looks like
name?
you are.
Hold on a second. What is your name?
My name is Chris Lofi.
Okay, Chris. Technically, me and you are both watching porn. I just thought you
Yes,
should
that's
know that.
correct.
Yeah. You like the movie I selected for you personally?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah. I bet this is your favorite part right here, isn't it? I knew it was. I knew it was, Chris. I knew it. Dag nabbit. I just, every now and again, I like to have a little fun at y'all's expense. I got about, let's see here, about 2,000 people watching you online, Chris. Is there anything in particular you'd like to tell those 2,000 people right now?
Yeah, sure. Just a moment, I'll tell you.
Okay. Tell me what you'd like to tell the 2,000 people that have been watching this for 38 and a half minutes now.
Yeah, that's right, Mr. Roddy. You are a great
Yeah,
person.
what? Go ahead and tell me my whole name one more time. The whole thing from start to finish.
What thing?
But my name. What? Do you remember my first name?
Can you please help me with your first and your last name
Oh yeah.
slowly?
Yes. The first name is Michael or Mike, just Mike. Mike
Okay, and your last name?
is Rodick. Rodick.
Yeah, your name is Mike Roddy, right?
Yeah. Say it again.
Shout out to Mike Roddy.
You just made the highlight reel, buddy. You just made the highlight
Let's
reel.
do one thing.
What's that?
Okay, can you get what? You said that I was live, right? Can you tell me that where I am live so that I could watch me?
No, I cannot tell you where you're live. You know better than that. Come on now.
No, 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 no. You been lying, you son of a bitch.
No, I see. Here's the deal. I can prove it to you. How many people are in your call center right now? Is there a whole bunch? It sounds kind of noisy.
Right now in our,
Are
like, how many people are in our office?
Yeah, like, are you in a call center?
No, 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 I'm not in the call center. I just do my by myself.
Oh, you do it by yourself. Oh, okay. So the phone doesn't just ring to you, right? It rings to like there's a series of people, and whoever's free it goes to.
No, no, it just pops up. It
Oh,
doesn't ring. You are just directly
so
connected.
this number is only yours.
No, 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 this number is not only mine. So
Oh,
now,
okay.
see, whenever you dial this number, what happens is now there is it's not only me who's doing this thing, right? There are other
Yeah.
people also who are
Yeah.
taking calls. So it just depends on like the network or like
Yeah.
if you are free, it will come to you. So you can't decide
Yeah.
which call you're gonna pick up. So once you are connected, you are just connected. So you need to go with the flow. So
Gotcha.
you got connected to me, so
But yeah.
I knew, Rodrigo, at the first place, I knew it that you were playing. But the thing is, I was really bored this the whole day. I've been here for like 5 hours waiting, smoking cigarettes, and it was really boring. And then you met, I was like, hey, I know this guy is playing with me. I knew that it wasn't your real voice, okay? And I started like, obviously, if you see, we have been talking for like 40 minutes now, right?
Yeah.
So nobody can tell me that I won't be. I just want to avoid calls, That's the reason why I was talking to you now. If I hung up on you, I'll be talking with other customers.
Yeah, they come
so
in.
I was saving the time. So you understand? That's the reason why I'm not just.
It's Friday.
On, bro.
It's Friday. It's the end of the week, right? You're kind of over it.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Well, let me ask you something very honestly, and I mean you don't have to tell me like specifics. Like, are you in India, Pakistan? Where are you at?
No, we are not in Asia right now. We are in Africa.
Are you really? So you travel.
From Africa.
So are you one of the groups that just kind of travels from location to location? So You can
No,
feel.
no, no, no. I'm from Nigeria. I'm from Nigeria, but right now I'm from Nigeria, but right now I'm living on some other country, which I can give it to you for sure.
Yeah. No, I get it. I don't want you to out yourself. So, how long have you been doing this?
How long I've been doing this? Like I just started like 2 months maybe, but
Oh, no kidding.
I've just taken like 15 to 16 calls till now.
Wow.
Because I don't do this every day, right? I don't do this every day. I just do it for like 1 or 2 days, and I just become host for 2 to 3 weeks, then I just get back. Then it depends on the mood, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So what do you have, like a regular job, like a real job?
No, bro. If I had a real job, why would I do this?
That's
You know?
yeah. That's the reason I.
And listen to me, Mr. Roddy. Let me tell you, you might be changing that. I know it's okay if you judge me. I don't mind. Okay, I'm doing a job that you should judge me. You should curse me. I know that. Okay, but the thing is, we don't go for the whole money with the customers. Okay, whoever the customers is, we are taking out the money of the person. We make sure that the person has enough money to survive for at least next to 6 months. Okay. Now, for example, if a person has a balance of $1,500, then we don't take whole $1,500. We'll just take like $500 from them, and because of all the transaction we just made, 30% charges are for the transaction amount, right? So at the end, we just get like $311.
Yeah.
You getting my point?
Yeah. I see.
So we do take people's money, but we take it in small amounts, but in large groups. Okay, you are getting it?
Yeah.
So that we also make sure that because we are taking somebody's money now, we are eating, we are having food with their money, and I also need to make sure that it is that person's money whom I'm making, that person also has enough money to survive.
Yeah. Yeah. So like, I mean, what I've seen a lot.
I'll definitely leave this job, man.
What's that?
I'll quit this job after a few times once I get a good amount of money.
Yeah. What's interesting is, like, I've had people tell me what they'll do is once they have access to the bank, they'll take out, $2, then $5, then $10, and they'll keep going until someone notices. But by that time, they've already got, money out. And
No, that's just that's what they say just to make you believe that that's happening. That's the matrix. They're making you believe that the money is coming out $1 or $2, okay? And they will ask you to go check your account. And once you open your account, everything is crystal clear. We can just do anything that you want.
Yeah.
So, but that's not true. People don't see. Just for example, once suppose you are in my place, okay? Now you got an account, you got a customer who is agreed to give you money. Will you just take $1 or $2, or will you just go for a big bite? Obviously, for a big bite, right?
Sure.
So only a stupid person will go for $1 or $2 per service. It's just that story that most of the people tell, okay? Just to make other people less judgy about themselves. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. That's interesting.
Most of the people do that, and most of the people in the call center, see, I know what I'm doing. I realize that I'm not doing a good thing, okay? And I also understand, and that's the reason why whenever I try to take out money, I don't take most of the money. Like max to max, I'll take 50 to 40%, okay? But most of the people, they go for the whole account. They just empty the account of the customer. That's really terrible,
Yeah.
Because and then if we go and tell them at least keep some money for the customer, let her survive for at least 6 months. They know they are U.S. citizens. They get the money from the bank. Their government pays them. Fuck, this is just a fake story that we tell ourselves.
Yeah.
Is it true that in the United States, old age people get money every month for their mortgage and for their bills? No, right?
Right. Yeah. So they lie to people to make them do this.
Yeah. Now most of the people, when they come do this job, now everybody has their own reason for it, right? We can't just them. Everybody has their own reason, okay? And when they come here, now somebody are uncomfortable, somebody are comfortable. Now, suppose for the first time when I made a sale of $500, when I took $500 out of a client, then I was kind of sad, right? Okay, I was overthinking the part. So he said, don't overthink, that person is going to get the money. You don't have to worry. And I was like, no, this is just a fake story. That's not the truth.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it was that simple, that everybody would, file a fake case about their money getting lost, and you would claim a refund.
Yeah. Yeah.
But world doesn't work that simple. So, Mike, I would just say that it was fun talking to you. Sometimes I also believe that a good conversation is really important. Well, I know that we will never see each other again, and maybe we won't be able to listen to each other's voice, but it was really great talking to you. I appreciate, and I'm completely fine with it, okay? If I'm liable, so I don't care. I mean, that's completely fine.
Yeah, I understand. Well, you know what, man? I'll be honest with you. Every now and again, these conversations, sometimes they get really ugly and people threaten me and all that kind of stuff. And then sometimes I end up having a very interesting conversation with somebody like yourself. And what I do is I use this information to kind of educate people and help them understand. And
that's really important, because whenever we also get customers, like especially who are good, like sometimes we get customers who have money, but it's the only thing they have, right? They'll say like, I only have $15 in my account and it's really hard for me to survive. I'm a mate. And we just leave it. Yeah, we don't take it. I just tell them, yeah, ma'am, I'll just take it that, yeah, do not worry, the order has been canceled and the refund will be. And there's a smile on their face, man. Like they're like, oh, thank you so much. Otherwise, I was about to, I don't know, contact my bank or something. I was going crazy. Sometimes American people are over expressive, in certain ways.
Yeah.
I think that so.
Well, man, I gotta say I appreciate you. I'm gonna ask you one more question, because this is the one that people always ask me when I talk about these situations. The number one question that people ask is, how much money do you make in a typical day? And I know it's not always the same, but I mean, like, what's a really good day versus a really bad day?
Okay. Well, there is not. See, it's a business, right? It's not a job, first of all.
Yeah.
It's a sort of business, or you are doing something illegal, like a drug dealing or something, right?
Yeah.
Now, in drug dealing, there is strict. Some day if it's a bad day, it's a whole bad day, but it gets covered up. Like, for example, for 1 or 2 days, there was nothing. You were simply playing with the customers. But at the third day, you really get a good sale or good amount of money that all the bad days are forgiven,
Yeah.
Oh, the 2 days I didn't get money, it's almost gone. So it depends on the balance of the people.
So, like, what's been your best day so far?
The best day so far. So I don't, like I said, I don't go for higher amounts, right? So I'll just go for $3,600
in one day.
And I just got, in one. That's the highest I've got till now. Okay. And I just go for, I think I got $2,900 something after the transaction was cut off.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Transaction cut.
Well, man, like I said, I appreciate you sharing the information with me. I hope that in the not too distant future, you find something that you can do that doesn't require you to steal. You know what I mean? So
I completely thank you for that. Thank you very much for that, Mike. See, you are a good person. Educate people about that, okay?
Yeah.
See, if people are educated, we can't do that, right? Suppose, for example, you are educated, it's a scam, you are playing. So even how hard I try, I wouldn't be able to take your money off, bro. You know that, right?
Yeah.
So that's the fact. So some people, they tend to, what do I say? I would call them stupid or too innocent. In today's world, innocent people are considered stupid. That's the saddest part of this world, So they just need to be aware of these things.
Yeah.
That's it, man, bro.
Well,
what do I have to say? What's the time, basically? Oh,
Does your family know what you do?
Huh?
Does your family
I don't
know
have
what you do?
parents, bro. No, I don't have a family. I'm an orphan.
Okay. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah. I was just curious because,
No worries.
a lot of people don't, they'll lie, they'll hide it. They'll tell their parents, oh no, I work for
Yeah.
PayPal. They don't really work for PayPal. They just use PayPal. You know what I mean? I was just curious about that.
Yeah,
Well, like if you could, did you go to school? I mean, like, did you go to college at all? Did you go to university?
yeah, of course. I went to government schools and colleges. And
Did you, I mean, like, what would you do? What would you do if you could? Like, what job would you have if you could have your dream job? What would it be?
my dream job.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, I really want to become a cinematographer because I'm really in love with photos and videos, especially cinematic videos. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I like clicking pictures, but it should be a little bit cinematic. So I like
Yeah.
that stuff very much.
So you're an
And
artist.
maybe if I would, yeah, and maybe graphic designing and all, because some of my friends, they are doing the graphic designing, and I really find it cool, bro. The way they use Photoshop, Illustrator, and Maya, the softwares and all, just blows my mind. So I
Yeah.
wish I would learn that.
Man, who knows? Maybe one day you'll end up shooting porn movies, right? All right. Well, listen,
You never
man.
know, bro. You never know.
All right, man. Well, listen.
My end goal,
Go ahead. Go ahead. I don't want to cut you off. Your end goal, what?
just educate your loved ones, your close ones. Okay. That see, if I don't do this thing, there are other people who are gonna do these things, right? Even if I don't do it, so there's not gonna be a difference, but still, it's upon the people how they take it.
Yeah.
You took it very lightly. You took it as a playing game, and see, you are here relaxing and chilling. But some people, they just freak out too much, you know.
Yeah. I got it. Well, listen. Enjoy your weekend. I'm gonna get back to the show,
Sure.
and we're gonna go and mess with some other scammers. All right, man.
Okay. Have a
All right.
nice day. Bye bye.
We'll see you, Chris.
Nice talking to you.
Now, there's so much to unwrap there that I want to kind of tell you guys about. Thank you very much, Amber. Bands make me dance. The thing with there's fundamentally, I want you to think about the way these guys are conditioned, because he said, "Thank you very much for the gifts." The redhead Cajun and the redhead and Cajun. Thank you very much. He said, customers, clients. He doesn't call them, thank you, Steve. He doesn't call them victims, right? They are trained from day one, thank you, Sarah, to call them clients and customers. They are not talking about the money they stole. It's a sale, right? And I saw somebody said it makes me sick, hearing that. I understand. It does me too. Now, and people are saying, well, why are you nice to him? Why do you want? Because here's the deal. That video, I'm going to record, I'll cut this up and edit it. I'll put it on YouTube. It'll go in my TikTok under, segments of it under interview with a robocaller. I've got a playlist specifically for that. And I want people to see, look, this is just a human being on the other side of the planet. By the way, he's not Nigeria. He's not Nigerian. He's Indian. 1,000%. He's educated at a English speaking school, probably in India. He's probably not poor. He didn't grow up poor anyway. It's just understanding them and why they're doing what they're doing and so on. You heard what he said, and people say he's full of shit, right? I get that a lot. And there's elements of what they say that they're completely full of shit. He's scared shitless about getting caught. That's why he said he's in Nigeria. He's not in Nigeria. And I'll be able to tell, hearing about, when we're done today, I'll be able to tell you where he's at. That's not where he's from. He's probably never been to Africa. Okay. That part he lies about because he doesn't want to get caught. But the part about, if I could do my dream job, I would. I wouldn't be doing this shit. They don't like this. Most of them don't like. There's some, we've talked to some of them that are just shit bags, and they're horrible people at their core. And yeah, they would be doing it no matter what. Right. But then there are those that are like, man, this kid, he's an orphan. I don't necessarily buy that either. He wouldn't be that educated. His English would not be that good, because it costs money to go to school over there to get the kind of education that guy has. And the guy says bro every fifth word, which tells me he does what? He watches a lot of Western television and Western this and Western that. He's not a lost cause. He's not broke. He's not whatever. This dude is probably doing this for play money, gambling money, hookers and cocaine, whatever it is, whatever his thing is. But nonetheless, there are consistencies in every single one of these stories. And he didn't really understand what I was saying when I first got on the phone. I said, okay, so because I was going to give you guys the number. Here's the deal. If I give you the number, you're going to get 30 people before you get back to that guy, probably, because they have it set up to where if Chris is on the phone, it goes through to the next person or the next person or the next person. And just whoever the next free line is, that's where it goes. He's not in the call center. He's somewhere noisy. It sounded like he was sitting on a patio or something, because I could hear wind noise. That's how that works. So this number is probably not going to be good. If it was a call center, I like giving away the call center numbers, because the call center numbers, they're saying that's that same guy I was just talking to, and you can hear him talking in the background, all that kind of stuff. So do you think he keeps the money he steals, or does he work for someone? He definitely works for someone. These guys do not do this themselves. It takes there's a lot of pieces to this. I mean, if it were in the States, we would call it racketeering, or RICO, a lot of organized crime and so on. There's a lot of stuff that has to happen. The money comes in through a company here in the United States. Then it gets shipped, it's like some dummy shell corp LLC in Delaware somewhere. And then from there, it gets wired to a bank account somewhere in, a shell corp somewhere in India. From there, it gets wired to another bank. And, all of that costs money. The emails that they send out, there's somebody sending those emails out, collecting those emails and sending them. This guy, all his talent is talking on the phone. That's it. That's all he does. They make a percentage typically. Yeah. So for example, he gets $1,000. He'll probably get somewhere in the vicinity of 200 of that. And then the rest goes upstream to the bosses.
Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.